take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the run, it's Jordan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Ncaa. Plucks it out of the air. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Goes to the option. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Running inside, it's Jordan.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morrow. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Throwing Reed. That's caught. It's Riley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. It's complete on the right side. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Play fake, Reed. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Here's Reed to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Oh, look out on the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. The run inside. It's Jordan. Nice move there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short in the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. At the 45, on his way. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Jordan. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Caught by Williams on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt is on its way. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Reed fires to the big fella. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Power football with the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job of attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll pull it down and run. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the 1st down. And
it's a running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
The short hands, it's Jordan. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Swings it out to the flat. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
Well, guys, they are going to leave the offense out here. I know it's 4th and long, but a field goal doesn't really help you that much here, so you can kind of see it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. They'll go to the counter. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Reed unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Running inside. It's Morrow. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. Got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Throwing Reed. Pressure coming. He gets away. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. In the gun, third down, Reed. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. It's the BYU Cougars and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. I did catch up with Coach Sataki before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second. That return. The run inside. It's Jordan. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Mosley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. On the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Now the pitch. Could be an outing. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and it pick up the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for room. It's Jordan. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They feed him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space, it's Martin. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the boot, looking for his man. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Throws to the tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
And honestly, David, the defense does not look locked in these last 2 plays at all. They had the pass interference. There was guys complaining on the field. They looked a bit discombobulated, late getting lined up. The very next play, though, the offense is able to take advantage of it, running it in for a score.
Man, you got to get physical down there, man. When you get inside the 5-yard line, you know what's coming a lot of the times, man, and you got to meet that physical challenge. You can't pout. You can't look to the sidelines. You can't say, why did you throw the flag? You got to get ready to play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Create maybe a crease. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Running inside, it's Martin. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the right. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll pull it down inside the 40. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's thrown it and hurt. Or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. They go to the ground. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Here's the handoff. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Martin. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Hauls it in. He works it inside the 20-yard line down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down. Now a decision to be made. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to pass on second down. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's knocked down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Ncaa. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime.
Number 48, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Dell. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Run in the red zone, it's Jordan. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, USC! Great job by the back on the option.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back on this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that... team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas Longhorns and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Steve Sarkisian before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Trojans ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Manning. Fires downfield. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
On the run, it's Smothers. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Right back to it. He gets just a few links away from that first down marker as they almost convert on 3rd down there.
As a defensive coordinator, you always want your guys to be physical and set the tone. How about this for this offense? They run the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Jordan. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, those those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10 easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just
There's got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to... Great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
And it's not a decision time. You're going for this. You're near midfield. Sometimes those punts will go in the back of the end zone. You're going to net like 25, 30 yards at the most. No. Get the big boy pads on. Strap the extra mouthpiece. Let's go get the first down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to do it on the ground. Might have a chance. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, no, they're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. But you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the air. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Finds the tight end. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Hauls it in the first down and more. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Under fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The offense changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got the tight end. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. They'll run the option. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I'll tell you, this is a guy, a quarterback, that I trust throwing the ball on 4th down, and I trust him running the ball on 4th down, too. Go with the option. Let him make the right read. He does. Calls his own number. His athleticism takes over. They pick up the 1st.
Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. They've got the screen set up. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Keeps it himself. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
Man, he looks short of that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed 4th down. Big-time stop for this defense.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got room to work. Powers through the defender. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. It just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front 7. They are winning in the trenches so far this game.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Manning with a play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Keep it on the ground. There's some room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he tacks on the extra point. Can't hang on, he muffs it. Ball loose in the end zone, defense all over it, and they've stopped the drive, and they'll get a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Miller with the ball. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the first down. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Under fire. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Smothers. Good gain there, picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing gain.
Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Arch Madness. Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end.
Guys, look at this. Surprise, they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Manning. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Manning to the air again. Bringing the heat. Makes a deep grab. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half, and this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself, but I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Now the play fake. Gonna let it fly. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Sending the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel
to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at... team. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Brown again. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Right on the money.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Hand off for Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Third down from the gun, Manning. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
That is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it, because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
And the point after is good. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's Arch to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Finds a seam. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. On the ground, it's Jordan. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Now, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Right back to the well. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The run inside. It's Jordan. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They're going to ride this running back. Here's a little room there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On the option. He'll toss it. Shakes off the defender. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. Caught. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Now on the option. Now the toss. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to quiet this crowd. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds a crease. Maybe some room here. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough
to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Manning on play action. Fires to the tight end. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. A give to Brown. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So, I got to pass. Big 4th down and short. You got to get this first down. So, you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Manning. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
One more time, it's Brown. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
If you are a fan of old school running the rock, then you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders, they're looking over to the sideline looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be, if they need to substitute more big guys on the field. They can't stop the running game.
Manning. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. I can't think of one single explanation that would suffice for taking a delay of game penalty there. 3rd and goal. Play action, here's Manning. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.